Bridgecombe. Get to Shining Recruits.
Sorry, sir.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Falcon the Legion. Your word is my command, Source Hunter.
Sweet relief. On the mend. Sweet relief.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
That was sloppier than Siberian stew. Again!
Ah, happy time.
Waiting for his big debut.
Let us see it. Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you. Here for your daily serving of veggies. Please partake of the plumpest produce ever produced.
This is more holes than a slice of this fine almond land.
Get it while it's fresh. These batches only hours of the same.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my home-brewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Fresh halibut. Moving for fire.
Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Get it while it's fresh. These batches only hours of the same. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Heavenly herring, delicious sausage, yours for $6. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No better solution to the zombie. Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Quiet day on the market, it seems. Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? I wish I were more surprised the girl turned out to be a serpent. Pathetic to derive one's knowledge and power from some freakish cult. Yet even after her death, the undead continue to plague Sicil, do they not? Clearly she held even less power than I or anyone else had suspected.
Join the stud club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Let's see.
Good look out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Seal's ramparts.
Rest in peace, darling. May the Seven keep you.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Rest in peace, darling.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great. Here lies Patrick. You can kill me, but you'll never kill the dancer inside me. Here lies Jared. Shall I come back as an enraged spirit, or a lovable prankster ghost? Here lies Kimberly. Finally. Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so. Killed in the line of duty, a warrior princess. Here lies Judith, warrior princess. Here lies Helen, killed by an enraged zombie. I'm sure we can talk this out.
Face the unending darkness.
Now this is valuable.
Here lies Jack, the oldest man in Seal. Get off my grave, you jackanapes.
Rest in peace, darling.
Here lies James, as usual, the filthy fibber. Here lies Kavanagh, Will they have Sisal pie in the afterlife?
May the seven keep you.
Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, wow. What? You mean Jake's still alive? Alive? And sillier than ever? Wow! This is the best news of Esmeralda. Ugh, terrible. Jake has the best smell. I'd know it anywhere. Did you find...
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me
Where are
alive.
you, Jake? Are you playing now?
Here lies
You disturb my grave. Leave me to my wretched slumber.
Rest in peace.
I, it very little indeed. What could she shun her sister? Oh, take vengeance. Leave me to my rest then. Let the worms consume my flesh. The last word will be...
Here lies Nemris, master of philosophy.
Rest in peace, darling.
I smell... rotten lamb chops.
Look here, even a sage and author as renowned as I is flattered when mortals dare among the dead to seek him out. Well, here I am, Nemris the Wise. You may go wide-eyed with amazement now. As if I need introduction. Nemris the thinker, the theorist, the visionary. Come now, surely you lack the time, as I do, for such silly questions. Oh, I've written so many celebrated treatises, but of course you have read and revered the philosophy of death, the diamond in the crown that is my literary legacy. There isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its profound pages percolating with perspicacity. Alas, that so few show an understanding of my words, so few show the expected intellectual growth when I put them to the test. You can, and indeed you must. But alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that blueprint of genius that is my inimitably esteemed essay. Never fear, though, for each and every library in Revellon boasts a copy, the gilded cherry on their paper pie.
Are you here, Jake? Jake?
Peace be with you, Trav. I once lived lonely, never. She were killed less than a week. May the seven keep you. Back from there, savage! I'll not let you disturb my daughter's peace.
Jake? Where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake?
Rest in peace, darling.
this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Oh, rack. Mayhem. Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
The very fact that you seek me out once more is in itself a there isn't a civil... You can... Do you truly feel you are ready to prove that you have read and understood the philosophy of death? Then we shall proceed to test the mettle of your acumen forthwith. Between life and death, death is the greater force. So argues the clergyman. Is he correct?
May the seven keep you.
Yes, he is.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Look, you can answer the next one, but leave this question to me, okay?
Fine, fine.
Let us proceed. Life is life's own...
May the seven keep you.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
Agreed.
Last query. Boldly do I scorn the bonds of faith and fear. Death I dub thee life's equal. Is this my salvation or my undoing?
No, it's your undoing.
I smell...
Come now, how can two polar opposites be one another's equals?
No, I stand by my opinion.
Hopes and up. A combination of words I have long since forgone to couple, let alone put into action. And before me stands a living proof. Divinity shall not go unpunished. Perhaps death itself shall teach you more about the philosophy of life.
May the seven keep you.
Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake?
Rest in peace, darling.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Correct, he is not.
Let us proceed. Life is life.
I concur.
Last query. Boldly do I scorn the bonds of faith and fear. Death I dub thee life's equal.
Indeed.
Most impressive. Nothing short of miraculous. You have verily fathomed the message of my book. My undying respect is yours. To an extent. I may rest content in the knowledge that my legacy is in good hands. Ta-ta! I shall see you in the next life.
Rest in peace, darling.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
Rest in peace, darling.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
Rest in peace, darling.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
Rest in peace, darling. Rest in peace, darling.
The outskirts of Sightseal are infested with undead! Are you the exterminator?
Seven, have mercy on your soul.
no glory in this death.
I'd prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Careful now, that's a trap. What's this? I found something.
You see a shady-looking figure fishing coins of gold out of the muddy water that pools beneath the well overhead. His movements are quick and nervous, but nevertheless, he seems to enjoy stuffing what cash he can find into the many pockets of his shabby garb. So absorbed is he in his coin hoarding that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses, looks up, and quick as a cat its talons, readies 2 daggers. Your friendly tone of voice has immediate effect. The man quickly relaxes his aggressive stance, sheathes his weapons, and pulls a quill and a scrap of parchment out of one of his pockets. Dexterously, he writes down a couple of phrases, then holds it out for you to read.
Mute, can't speak. You look professional. You the source hunter the wizard asked for?
Excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pens a few more lines.
Name's Walgraf. I admire you. No hero like Source Hunter. Sizil, dead end. Please let me join you.
Walgraf nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments. Hastily, he covers them with words and pushes them in your hands, one after the other.
Been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People think I'm stupid. I'm not. Get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor folks. I'm a good sneak, good fighter, good with logs. See things you don't. Want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers. Make 'em pay. Please.
Walgraf notices there's no room left in your party and shrugs his shoulders. Nothing he can do about that.
Decent dugongs, you nearly start. Ask away, my friend, ask away. All but what'll you do if the feline menace chooses this very moment to launch its offensive? Well, I reckon I'll keep a lookout on the shelter plain until you lot come to your senses. Medora salutes you, comrades, until we meet again.
Walgraf looks at you expectantly. Clearly, he wants to know whether or not you're ready to... Woolgraf nods.
They mutes get money. Want to help you.
Woolgraf eagerly catches your gaze with the best puppy eyes imitation he can muster.
He'll consider no such thing. We'll not align ourselves with a brigand, and that's final.
Like a slap in the face, disappointment forcefully hits Woolgraf's features. Without further ado, he gives you the cold shoulder and returns to the task at hand, picking gold... Woolgraf looks at you. Woolgraf eagerly...
He'll consider no...
Like a slap in the face. Woolgraf looks at you. Woolgraf eagerly...
I could use someone with your specific type of expertise. Consider yourself hired.
Be welcome, Woolgraf. Riches await, if you'll obtain them for us.
Woolgraf smiles and shakes your hand in thanks. With a gesture of the arm, he seems to say, I'm ready. Lead the way. You call to Woolgraf. He awaits your queries. With a simple nod, the rogue seems to say, shoot! Woolgraf sighs and pulls parchment parts out of his pockets. He opts for the largest one he can find and sits down, pen in hand.
When I was a kid, friends and I used to play source hunters. Neighbour's dog was the sorcerer. Good fun. One day, we saw strangers in the forest. They looked dodgy. Dark robes, big knives. Friends fled, but I followed them. They took a man into a cave, cut his throat, held him over a blue stone. Blood turned it into ruby. I warned the source hunters in the city, caught the cutthroats. Source hunters called me a hero. Bad guys were hung. I witnessed the hanging. Sorcerer spoke a spell before the trapdoor opened. I was mute, just like that. Always wanted to be a source hunter, but source hunters didn't want no mutiny order. Can't blame them. Too bad, though. Too bad.
Woolgraf frowns and signals you to hold on for an instant. He begins to write and gives you a scrap of paper.
Not easy being mute. Can't talk and folks think you're slow in the head. No one ever gave me work, though I'm good with my hands. Was poor. Got hungry. Got thirsty. Stole stuff. Then got greedy. Became a cat burglar. Told you, I'm good with my hands. Would have done honest work with them, given the chance. A long time ago. I ain't bitter about it, though. Like the rogue's life. Freedom. Unless the law gets you. Haven't yet. Too nimble. Too good. Born for adventure.
The rogue smiles broadly and dramatically produces the quill in question. He holds it aloft for all to admire, then jots down the following words.
Saw a wizard once in the village up north, Hunter's Edge. Wizard had nifty things, brooms that sweep by themselves, big star viewer in the garden. Went into his house by night, found quill by spellbooks, kept it, never needed ink no more. Hands used to be black as chimney sweeps. Clean now. Clean of ink, that is, not of thievery. Man's got to eat after all.
assume you address me for... And so let...
Corruption.
Sweet relief.
Squeak! Squeak! Do you like wells? There are a few around Sicil, though one has gone tragically missing. Poor old Wally.
A little help here! Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Soaked to the skin.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
I don't have the right tool for mining.
You call to Woolgraf. Woolgraf gives a curt, disgruntled nod and does a funny dance while holding his hands to his head like floppy ears. You assume he's off to stay with Zigzags on the Shelter Plain.
I am on the trail, Source Hunter.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense my hand to your card.
Damon, and so let...
Ready to advance, but what'll...
Back again? I thought you'd never...
Do got my hand to you.
A question has stumped, milady. Why are there two of us? Two beings that record all...
As good as a new penny.